Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Okay, vitrified doors. There is one here. Clearly one here. So anyway, I don't know that these count. Actually. From what I understand, and this is also a vitrified door. From what I understand though, the first three that count
science. Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
I
am. Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science. There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these...
So anyway, sorry, those were the... But my understanding is that the first ones that count are the ones at the top here. Now, we've already gone through this. We've already gone all this.
The manner in which you have bent the world to your will.
Yes, I've bent the world to my will.
Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Ooh.
Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
So, the first three are the three that I found that scream at you, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? Like, those are the first three. And they're over here. I just killed myself? I did. Cool. Well, why not? Why not? Why not kill yourself, VerticalSandwich? Yeah, VerticalSandwich, why not kill yourself? Because that's a horrible, horrible thing to do. Life is worth living. No, well, at its most horrible, life is still worth living. You never have, like, you have so much to lose, and you can, anyway. And nothing to gain by doing that. It is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So this one screamed no at us. No.
Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Alright, so we examined like 5 vitrified doors at this point. So... we've got to go back down here. Because the next ones should be further ahead. Oh, man, that's such a rough landing. But I do want to check because... know your hazardous materials. Know your chemical hazards. Anyway. Pump Station Alpha is fine and everything, but we need to find the control room. And when we get to the control room, we'll know it. It's labeled very indelicately as control room. I don't know that indelicately was the right word for that, but...
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
So we are going to have to do some tests then. That's just the way it's going to be. But if they're all repulsion delt tests and stuff, we've done all of that. Like, that stuff is going to take us just a few minutes. Well, and by a few, I probably mean 20, but... And more so just because I'm going to have to talk you through it. So, my review of this game, because that's what we were trying to get around to eventually anyway. This game was amazing. This game is one of the best sequels for a game. Just the first game was so good.
All right, let's get started.
The second game is so much better. It's so amazing.
By the way, you get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint.
I loved GLaDOS. I loved the changes they made to her. I loved the expansion of her personality. I thought it was fantastic. Everything about this game was fantastic. There was nothing I didn't love about it. Seriously, nothing. There was nothing I didn't love. It was just better. Yeah, I mean, just the things that they added were great. Wait, isn't there supposed to be a box here? Oh, yeah, there is, but I gotta get over here first, right? Right. Yeah, there wasn't anything I didn't love about this. It was great. It was wonderful. I liked Wheatley. I liked the he's the villain turn that they had to do. I think that's awesome.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
So, yeah, it was a fantastic game. Like, I liked every aspect of it. I wish I could do more of it. I wish I could do the multiplayer without having to put some poor stranger through online through me recording videos. Like, okay, this is not where we want to go. You need to get to control room, and now I don't remember. Like, I got up here. Oh, actually, I was just looking at where I wanted to go. No, I was not. That's where I came from. No, I want to go down here, right?
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
I like that. That's so dark. But, yeah, I loved Cave Johnson. He was a great new character. Yeah, it's just a fantastic game. In fact, it's impossible for me to not pay attention to it now, and I've played through it 4 times. Like, it's so unbelievably good. Everything about it. I can't believe I'm having trouble remembering what to do now. That's a little ridiculous, because I've done it so often. Oh, I'm just gonna get over here and do this. Right, I got it. We're good. So yeah, Cave Johnson's amazing. This game is amazing. Everything about this is amazing. Caroline's amazing. GLaDOS is amazing. Wheatley's amazing. The backstory of Chell and stuff, amazing. I don't think I can... I think I've actually... I don't know. I know I've shot myself into weird places in this game on accident, but... Not shot myself in weird places. Shot myself into weird places. So... There we go.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel.
Do
We
not
haven't
get
entirely
covered.
nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
It does not like the human skeleton. So, still looking for control room, which I believe is actually where we get Potato GLaDOS. So this may be a little bit of a hike, but not something we can't handle. We can get through the next test pretty quickly. I should actually be probably trying to do these tests as quickly as possible, but I kind of want to look around. So
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
okay.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
So he says that like those are our own rules. Led us to come in here like it wasn't what we were supposed to do. And maybe it wasn't. Oh. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get through this test as quickly as possible so we can go on to the next deal. Well, that's not helping. Okay. Oh, that's right. This is this one. All right. Okay. Get around here. There we go. Perfect.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
So I think we have like the cube one that would have given us Schrodinger's catch. So like we have that going on. I mean, we haven't seen the control room yet, so I'm assuming it's the set for the next, like, right?
Now,
Yeah, it's
if you're
not
part
here.
of control group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Wait a minute. Oh, we just needed to jump, didn't we? Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, we just needed to do this. Well, I'm not being very speedy about this.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Oh, wait, not what I wanted. Not what I needed at all. Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh, and then this thing. Yeah. See, now I've turned into the guy where you're just like, don't you remember the solution? And that was the guy I didn't want to be at the start of this LP. Because I do remember the solution. I do. Whoops. Not what I wanted. What just happened? Darn it. Okay, so that's the reset. There we go. I don't know why that didn't work earlier. Alright, when we come back, more of this.